Round 1 is over and already the board is bleeding. Drakloak didn't just win, no, it dismantled Okidogi. Piece by piece, no hesitation, no mercy. And now you're still here? Good, because this is round 2, where the lucky run out of excuses and the fairy takes control. Let's begin. We shall see which players will do well in round 2, so let's go check out how the rest of this tournament will go as we go to the round 2 pairings. As we can now see, we have a Slurpuk versus Pokemontcg, Sableye faces off against Drakloak, Snorlax versus Solrock, Giratina versus Truddigon, Torterra versus Gabite, we have Okidogi versus Chepstrika and Sableye versus Koopa. And from these matches we are now going to pick the forbidden type, the most forbidden deck of all time. It is the Fairy Slurpuk versus Pokemontcg. Let's go check out how this old ancient of types can manage to do against powerful normal type. Hello and welcome to a round 2 battle where we have on the left side Porygon versus right side Fairy. Now if you wonder what this random pink card on the right side is, it's actually a forbidden type that was removed from Pokemon TCG in 2020, I think. It was when Sword and Shield that game, so you can only see it in Gym Leader format in these days. But anyway, on the left side we have normal type deck. It has strong cards like Snorlax and Porygon. This deck utilizes the great ability of Pokemontcg, which allows you to attach as many special energy cards from your hand to your Pokemon any way you like. Let's see what happens. Left side starts, Light Mist energy passes to the right side. Now the Fairy type this time is kind of a control deck, so we are thinking about playing Jet to get our Pokemon out of here, but no, we play Artason. But anyway, as I was saying, it's more of like a control deck. It tries to take the resources of your opponent by knocking out your opponent's Pokemon, or it can destroy their energies, or it can just mill the deck. So it has a lot of different strategies, but let's see what we go with the Artason. We probably want to search Florges previous forms, or we want to search for Yveltal. Yveltal is the key to the strategy of Fairy deck Yveltal has. And sorry, not Yveltal, I meant Xerneas. Actually no, wait, which one is it? Yeah, it's Xerneas, sorry, I meant Xerneas. So Xerneas has the ability that, or attack that allows you to search for super card from your deck. When you use it, it's called Lead. And with the net we can take the routes back. Seems we play Feather Ball, search your deck for a Pokemon that doesn't have retreat cost. It's a little Slurpuk. And it seems we search Level Ball, we search more Fairies this time. Both are very strong here, so Feather Ball search the little guy with no retreat, and it seems we're Wonder Energy. Wonder Energy is basically the same as the Mist Energy, and we play Lead. We search for support that card, we have to show it. It's probably Hala and Guzma, because that is very strong. Actually no, we take Lily and it's a pass. So what can the left side do? We do need a bit of setup here. We can use Artason as well. Search for Porygon or Snorlax. One of the cards. Let's see. We are taking this very slow, thinking about our options. Now, Oranguru does have energy, but sadly it cannot attack it unless we get like double turbo energy or so. It seems we are going for Artason, and we are utilizing our amazing Porygon figures that we can actually use as markers for our cards. So let's see which Pokemon we are searching for. It seems there was Porygon 2 in the deck at least. There is Snorlax. There is the Squirrel. I have no idea what its name was. Anyway, as we are taking a look at the hand, we are taking the price. check right now. It's probably wonder. We probably want Porygon still. Because Porygon is very slow to set up. There is like stage 2 Pokemontcg which we want. And we can only play one rare candy, so it's very slow. Then again, Fairy is also a very slow deck. Because right now only the Yveltal can attack. No. Maybe next turn. Or wait, no, I mean Xerneas. Xerneas cannot attack next turn. It needs 3 Fairy energies to attack. And currently, if the normal doesn't take prizes, oh, it's Fanrotom. And we are going to use it. And yeah, we are not going to use it because it was the Snorlax or Porygon player started the game, so that's the only time they can use Fanrotom. Fanrotom cannot be used at the or second turn, so we are allowing our opponent to switch the Pokemon that they choose from Artisan. That's very gentle of them at least. So with no Fanrotom it gets very slow. I think we still take Porygon. Porygon might be the best. Because we need the setup. We are currently standing with one monkey in the front. So we need to get some kind of setup. Artisan is taking pretty long right now. But yeah, as I was saying, the Fairy Pokemon deck cannot attack unless their opponent takes prize. They have to be behind prizes to get the energy acceleration working. It seems we start with the Artisan into Porygon, and then we play Arven, search for trainer card, and Technical Machine. It is Technical Machine Evolution. It allows us to evolve 2 of our bench Pokemon from our deck if there are any left. And the card that this wants to evolve right now is probably Bidoof and Porygon. So it seems we are attached to the Technical Machine. And yeah, we search the Bidoof. Bidoof is actually the almighty god, by the way, if you didn't know. It is the literally creator of all Pokemon kind. It's not ourselves, it is actually Bidoof. And yep, Technical Machine Evolution, Porygon 2 and Bibarel active. And back to the Fairy. With the Fairy has a lot of options. It needs to get the Slurpuff, it needs to get a lot of setup, and we probably search for Mimikyu, or then we search for the Florges lower form. Yep, Flaubibi, I think. It is Flaubibi. We need to get Florges. Florges has a very strong ability that gets this game going for the player, and it seems we play Metal Compressor. We can discard up to 3 cards from our deck. And the Fairy type uses this to discard very important cards from the deck, so they can return them. For example, we discard Pokemon, we can take those with Rescue Stretcher or Night Stretcher, or we discard Supporter, and we can take them with VS Seeker. Since we are discarding Buddy because we already used Artisan, so there is technically no need for Buddy anymore. We discard Arven. And what's the third card? Since we discard Hisui and Heavy Ball, we have done the prize check and we have concluded there are no prizes needed. So it's probably versus Seeker into Arven. And we play Arven. We probably do the Technical Machine Evolution and some other card. But what's the trainer card here? That's the good question here. I think the best one could be Night Stretcher, maybe? Okay, yeah, Evolution Inkens, yeah, right. So we actually play the Evolution Inkens. Do we get the big... No, actually, no, we didn't play it yet. Yeah, we didn't play it, and then we just TM Evolution into the Slurpuff and into the Fairy. Now, the Fairy has the ability that your opponent cannot use supporters against your Pokemon. So for example, they cannot boss your Pokemon, and they cannot use something like Team Plasma, Team Flare Grant or anything like that. And it's back to the normal side. Will the Porygon player start getting this game rolling? Now we have Porygon 2 and we have Bibarel. Bibarel is very strong draw engine in this deck. It seems we have Ultra Ball maybe. We are considering Ultra Balling here. It's actually no, we play Hilda, so we can get Evolution Pokemon and Special Energy from our deck. So Pokemontcg is now in the field, and with which Special Energy we are going to find? That's the question. We also need Attacker. It would seem we are considering the triple energy. Now if we take the triple energy, that does mean that the Pokemontcg can attack. But it is very risky, because if Pokemontcg gets knocked out, that means that the normal player loses their ability to accelerate energies. Very interesting, I have to say that much. So what is the strategy here? Triple energy, do we go Pokemontcg Attacker, or do we have something else? Ignition energy also gets discarded at the end of the turn, so we are going to lose that if we choose it. So it's one energy gone. But this deck does have energy restoration cards such as Special Charge or other cards. Yeah, it seems we are taking the ignition energy as well. This might mean that we are going to the offense with this Pokemontcg. So what happens next? It's evolution into Pokemontcg, and now we can attach as many special energies from our hand to our Pokemon as we like, so we could technically just attach. Okay, we're going to Artazon. Now we probably want the Squirrel or we want the Snorlax. Snorlax is also good in this position, because if we have 3 special energies in hand, we could just retreat Snorlax. We could actually have searches for double turbo if it's not in the prices, and get the Snorlax going with 1 special energy and 1 turbo energy. Take the prizes. We do have to remember that this round has 40-minute time limit, so time is kind of on the essence here, because we are taking 1 prize at a time. There is no X cards here, so it's very slow to take all 6 prizes. And if any player dies at the early rounds, there is still a chance that Port to get like the top seats, but it's very hard. So it's Air Balloon to Monkey, so Monkey can now retreat without any energies, so we are saving the energies and we are retreating. Oh, we are going, the duck is going, the duck is challenging the fairies now. Is it triple energy? Yeah, it seems to be triple energy, and is it just... It is Havalucha, and not Havalucha, the Cramorant on the bench, and yeah, then Bibarel we draw 1 card with it. And what else, what else? Then we are just going to hit 120, leaving Xerneas with 10 remaining health, and then we discard the ignition energy. And we are going for Artazon. It's Mimikyu. It is Mimikyu time this time. Now Mimikyu has attack that allows it to use the opponent's attack that was used on previous turn. So technically we could take that Pokemontcg down this turn, but now we're playing Lily. Shuffle your hand into the deck and draw 8 cards. So this draws a lot. Not to forget that we also have Lurpuff in our bench, which allows us to draw 1 card from our deck if it's on the bench. If it's on the active, we can draw 1 extra card more, so 2 cards in total. Yeah, it seems we play Slurpuff, draw 1 because it's a bench, and we drew energy. I think this energy goes to Mimikyu. Yeah, it's Mimikyu loaded up. Mimikyu needs 2 energies for that copy attack to work. And then we just play lead. We are searching for supporter card now. Question is what we want here. I still think we want Guzma and Hala. Or we want Raihan. Raihan is also good. Because this, yeah, actually no Peonia. Okay, we have very important cards in our deck. We play Peonia. Now Peonia is supporter card that allows you to pick 3 prize cards, and once you have taken those, you will place 3 more to the prize card. So you get 3 prizes and you give 3 prizes. Now the question is that in the Peonia you can set them in any order you like, so you know exactly which prizes you have put there and which are left next turn. And yeah, this Pokemontcg is currently confused due to its attack, so it needs to retrieve if it wants to attack again. And it seems we are playing Super Maniac. Now Super Maniac has strong effect that you can take 2 cards from your deck and put those on top of your deck in any order you like. Then you shuffle your deck before you place those cards on top, so you guarantee 2 strong cards here. You can even play that Squirrel's ability, which allows you to shuffle your deck, shuffle your hand and put it on bottom and then draw 1 card. So you can basically use that Squirrel and Bibarel and draw a lot of cards here and draw those 2 cards that you currently put on your bench. Now the question is, what do we want in this situation? We probably want at least some form of energies so we can retreat our Porygon, but if we retreat Porygon we cannot attack yet unless we get Snorlax. So let's see what happens, which are 2 cards that get placed on top, and do we play any more cards next. Oh, we play Restoration Energy. This means that the Pokemon this card is attached to loses its special condition, so this means if Porygon desires we can continue attacking, but it still needs 2 more energy cards. But it's very risky to leave the deck in front. Yeah, it seems we are using the Squirrel now. We are shuffle our hands. Then we draw 1 card from top of your deck, which is one of the Superman deck cards. Let's see, do we play it before playing Bibarel? It seems yeah, it is double turbo. And then we can use Bibarel and draw 5 new cards from our deck. Technically we could have used the Baboon or the Monkey to draw 3 first and then Bibarel, but it is what it is. This is also strong choice. Now Pokemontcg can attack and it deals 110 damage if it actually no, it deals 100 damage if it attacks, because Turbo loses 20 damage. But still, that Mimikyu is currently looking at the deck like I will destroy it. So it's very hard to say what will happen next. So Artosan probably searches for Snorlax here. And it's probably the unfezant fat Snorlax which deals a lot of damage. So let's see, is it the big boy Snorlax time? We do need the second attacker, and when we are losing energies we do need to get that Snorlax. It seems we are choosing Hop Snorlax instead, so it has ability that allows all Hops Pokemon deal 30 more damage. It has attack that deals 140 damage, it deals 80 damage to yourself, and it's with 3 energies. Now Snorlax does both itself, so right now that attack is 170 once we get 3 energies to it. Seems we are counting our opponent's hand right now and probably deciding to take the prize right now. Yeah, we are using Porygon and we put 1 energy there. And then it's knockout, the first prize has been taken. And now it's time for Mimikyu to take the front. We draw a card. And it seems we play Guzma and Hala. If we discard 2 cards from our hand, we can show deck for Special Energy, Pokemon Tool, and try and Stadium card. So this does mean that we can now play Search for Defiance Band. It gives our Pokemon 30 plus damage if we are behind on prizes. Lost City, if Pokemon is knocked out, it goes to the Lost Zone. This is the amazing counter and counter energy. If we are behind prizes, it is 2 of any energy attached to your Pokemon. So this means if we play all of 3 cards, that Pokemontcg is sent to the Lost Zone. It goes right and it cannot be returned from there. There are cards that return from discard pile but not Lost Zone. Lost Zone is gone forever. But yeah, it seems we played Artoson and failed the search. Then we played Lost City. Now is it time for counter energy? Yep, counter energy to our Mimikyu. Defiance Band plus 30. And then we still have a Slurpuff draw. It seems we do it. We draw 1 card. Here we go. Yep, we draw 1 card. We still need to evolve that Pokemon. We play Pokemon Stretcher. We take 1 Pokemon, place it on bench. And it seems we use the Pokemontcg's attack. We go and we deal 150. It's a knockout. And this means the duck is now in the Lost Zone. It cannot be. Yeah, we are telling it that the duck goes to the Lost Zone. The energies go to the discard pile, but the duck is now in the Lost Zone. So this means that normal type lost its energy acceleration. So what can it do? It does have Snorlax almost ready on the bench. The monkey moves forward. Let's see what we can do. This is pretty bad situation for the normal player as we only have few Pokemon special energies that are double. It seems to play Heavy Ball. It allows us to search Pokemon that has at least 3 retreat cost, and it is the big boy Snorlax. Second time. No, we might have to sacrifice our Pokemon here. I don't think we can get an attack, but yeah, we play the Squirrel probably right now. Yeah, we're currently thinking what we can do here. Like losing Porygon is very massive drawback for this deck. It seems we play special Torch. We shuffle 2 special energies to our deck. Now this does mean that we get the turbo energy back, so there is a chance that this Hops Snorlax can attack. There is also Hops item that reduces the attack cost by 1, so there is still chance. But yeah, let's do it again. We shuffle our deck, we play Squirrel. Yeah, we forgot to shuffle, so we do it this way. Then we draw 1 card. Now the question is, do we use Bibarel again? We don't use the monkey, we decide to. Yeah, if we use the Bibarel, we draw 4 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now did we get the double turbo? We still have supporter to play as well. Let's see if we draw anything. It seems we got supporter. Now Hilda has been played, so there is no special energy search. Seems to be Speed Blower with discard those 2. We discard Lost City and we discard the Pokemon Tool. So it can choose to discard up to 2 Lost City, 2 stadiums and 2 Pokemon Tools, or 1 of each. So it's very strong. Up to 2 cards at least. So yeah, this does mean we got rid of the Lost City, so we cannot send any normal Pokemon back to the Lost Zone, but still, since we got energy, it is not. Yeah, it seems to be healing energy, so actually medical energy. So if it's played, it heals 30 damage, but this doesn't do anything. So yeah, we are Peonia. We take 3 cards from our prize cards, and then we choose which 3 cards we put there. Now do remember, this Mimikyu is now confused, so if Mimikyu attacks, it has to flip a coin. If it tails, it takes damage. If heads, the attack succeeds. It seems we got the second form. Floette is now in the field. It seems we retreat, we are discarding this counter energy, bringing Xerneas back. I will never get that right. We draw 1 card and then we probably lead. We are placing Rescue board there to give it pre-retreat, and then we play lead. Now let's see what the strategy is here. It could be Guzma to get those Snorlaxes out of the way. It could be Raihan. Yep, it is Guzma. We are going to target those big important cards on the bench later turn if this Xerneas gets knocked out. This does give time for the normal player set up. What can we do? What can we do? But the price situation is even. Normal player can. I think they can attack this turn. The question is which card to use, because if we use Snorlax this time, since we are playing Reversal Energy, to Snorlax, so now it has 3 energies, and it seems now we are using the Squirrel again. Shuffle our hand, draw 1. Draw 1 card from our deck. Now, do we now use the Baboon? No, we are just taking the Bibarel and draw 4 cards again. Now we can take the prize card with the Snorlax. But the question is, what happens after that? Because the funny thing is that the Mimikyu cannot copy its attack if it doesn't get more health, because Snorlax deals 80 damage to itself, meaning that if Mimikyu does attack with the copy of Snorlax attack, it also dies. Seems we are playing Iono. So both players shuffle their hand and then they put them on the back of the and draw as many prize cards as they have, so it's 5 for the fairy player and 5 for the normal player. Now let's see what else we can do. Seems we are just going to retreat and do a little big damage knockout. Xerneas is down for the 2nd time in this game. Now Slurpup comes forward. Slurpup comes forward and seems, yep, we use Slurpup. Now that it's active, we can draw 2 cards. And now we there is a special tool card in the fairy that boosts the HP of the Pokemon, so technically this Mimikyu can do it, and we play Parallel City. It means that the normal player has to reduce their bench size to 3. Seems we play Mr. Mime. Okay, and then we are retreating Mr. Mime forward. Okay, this is interesting. Is it just pass? Is it really just a pass here? Yeah, so Snorlax is discarded from the left side. We still need to discard 1 more. Oh, we discarded... Oh no, we discarded Cramorant. That's actually very risky. Cramorant was our 2nd attacker after the Snorlax was taken out. I don't know about this play. I would have probably discarded that Yeah, I would have probably discarded the Squirrel at this point. Now we don't have anything left if the Snorlax gets knocked out. And Snorlax can't even attack. If it attacks, it gets knocked out itself. Oh no. Well, the normal player has to get rid of the stadium, because if it doesn't have any attackers left. So it's very risky. It seems we are, yeah, doing this play, we are actually charging up our Baboon. Yeah, this is very questionable play here. Maybe there is something that we are not seeing. Maybe there is. It could be something very special. Yeah, we draw one card, then we do it again, and we draw 4 more cards. Do we have anything to get rid of that stadium? But we have already played, or trainer card removes stadiums. We have already played one Artisan, I think it was played from the left side. Actually no, it was played on the right side, so left side still has stadiums left. Let's hope we draw them. Because that Parallel City is locking down the match right now. Even if normal Pokemon has the prize lead, they cannot get their attackers going. And it seems... Are we still going to attack? Is this double KO? Surely not, it's not double KO. I mean, it does give bench space for the normal type, but we're losing our... Yeah, we are not sure what we do. Okay, we are playing VS Seeker. Okay, what do we take? Do we take Iono? It seems we take Sifar. Okay, so we Sifar and then we can maybe use the Monkey. So it might be that we search for stadium cards to get rid of that stadium. But if we only draw one card, is there any stadium card that's actually so strong that we would want to draw one card? That's very questionable. But yes, the right side does have the setup almost ready. They only need Florges and then the horror of the Fair deck will start going. Here we are reading the Mr. Mime. It is just a bench protector. It doesn't do anything in this matchup as the normal type doesn't have any bench sniper in this build. But now the question is, what cards are we choosing, because time is slowly running out. We are probably somewhere between the halfway point in the time right now, and there are still 4 prizes left on the left side and the right side has 5 prizes remaining. And it seems... we are still considering. It is hard decision, it is very hard. So yeah, we are choosing 2 cards. And then we shuffle our deck. Okay, so we have 3 cards in hand, so we cannot play the Baboon unless we get rid of at least 1 card from top of the deck. Then we put those 2 on top. Do we have any cards to play so we can get the Baboon going? Or was the plan just to get those on top and then drop them? It seems we are going to play... Okay, we play the Hops. This doesn't do much because now it's... Okay, Rescue Stretcher, we can get something. What are we getting is the question. Okay, the Snorlax is... Yeah, we are telling Snorlax cannot be put on bench because Parallel City. So yeah, is it just double knockout? Yeah, it's double knockout. Both are taken out, so it's 1 prize for each. Right side promotes Slurpuff. What does the left side do? It is the Monkey, and both players take 1 prize card. Yep, we draw 2 cards. let's see what we get. Now it's getting very interesting. Now that Snorlax did attack, this Mimikyu can also attack, but the time is slowly running out. Now we play Raihan, attach basic energy from the discard pile to Pokemon and search any card from our deck. Now the question is, we probably search for Florges in this situation to get the amazing combination going. It seems we are taking Night Stretcher. We don't have to show it with Raihan, remember, but it probably doesn't matter in this situation. We play Night Stretcher. We take the Xerneas one more time. It seems we retreat. Do we have Florges in hand, or why did we choose to play Xerneas? We probably have it in hand. Okay, we keep the cape so it can now attack with the Snorlax attack. It has 100 more health, but it's also a 2-pricer if it gets knockout. So yeah, we take the knockout and we take 80 damage. So KO for the Fairy player. Now the price situation is even. A Snorlax player doesn't have any setup right now. This does look very promising for the Fairy type. Will there be enough time? The time is slowly draining away. If Fairy player can't keep up, they are surely to win, but the time is not on their side. The left side is still hanging on, playing Snorlax, then we play Festival Grounds. It has the effect that neither Pokemon can be affected to any special condition, and we play the Squirrel. We draw 1 card, we play Bibarel, draw 4 more cards. This is getting very intense right now. Now we did already attach energy, so this does seem like the Snorlax player cannot attack unless they somehow get Cramorant to the bench. If only they had the Cramorant, they could have used it to attack, but sadly it is currently in the discard pile due to the effect of Paralysis. Yeah, right now the Fairy deck is dominating this match. It seems we are Night Stretchering Snorlax instead of how... this is actually... and then it's pass, yeah. It's back to the... and now we are using Lana. And if we discard 2 cards, we can switch Pokemon and we can also heal 120 damage from the Pokemon that gets moved. So Mimikyu is back, it is healed up. Then we use that, we draw 2 cards right now. Now the problem, and we get Florges. Now Florges has ability that you can flip a coin. If heads, put 1 item card from your discard pile on top of your deck, and this combined with Slurpuff allows you to basically never run out of resources. You can take almost any item and just recycle them as you want. So yeah, special charge, shuffle 1 energy and counter energy back. Now the problem is that we don't have any attacker with the Fairy. Yep, Florges, it is Tails, no avail. It seems we retreat. Seems we're thinking about retreating. Yep, it is retreat. And it is a pass. So what happens next? What happens next? The left side got the turn, or do they have any? Seems we're playing Quick Ball here. Discard 1 card. And find a basic Pokemon. It seems we failed to find. Sadly no basic Pokemon this time. The question is, do we have any way to charge that Snorlax? It seems we are very slow. It's very slow for the Snorlax. Like they are thinking about charging second Snorlax. Maybe, maybe not. So they have to do something because this is getting... Okay, we are playing gift energy to the Snorlax, then we do the thing again. Shuffle of hand, draw 1, then draw 5, up to 5 with Bibarel. Yep, then we just draw instantly. Oh boy, oh boy. What did we draw? What did we draw? We haven't used those supporter cards yet, so... Yep, it is end this time, so we both shuffle hands into the deck and we draw as many cards as we have prize cards remaining, so 3 cards for each this time. And yeah, we are speeding up as the time is slowly running out. And yeah, it is a pass. And it seems that it does seem currently the time has been called, so right now it is... Yeah, we are playing it very fast, but it seems the time has been called. I'm not sure yet, it's probably called right now. Yeah, we will know it soon, because yeah, we are just night stretching and then we are... Yeah, it's time. Time has been called on the fairy player's side, so this means the left side has to take 3 prizes in this turn. That is practically impossible. Oh no, Fairy had this game, but the time literally took the game away. If Fairy had 3 more turns, they could literally take this out. Okay, so the left side still is going to play this round. This is their last turn. But still, what a roller coaster. If Fairy had few more turns, they could literally come back. They have almost everything. They have Florges, they have Slurpuff, they could literally just take this game. But sadly no, the time has prevented this. Time has currently prevented this matchup, and currently neither player can get 3 prizes, so it is automatically a tie once this turn has concluded. But yeah, we shall still let the normal player finish their turn. It is very honorable to do, and we are basically doing everything we can to change up this. Now the escape rope does sadly that Fairy card does not prevent items, it prevents supporters. And now, is it the final attack from Snorlax? It seems to be the honorable final attack with Snorlax. We are taking the knockout here. And we are still thinking, do we want more, or is it the final attack that finally ends the series of the round 2 match between Fairy and Oregon? It seems we are playing Lost City ourselves, and then we are sending the routes to... As I always say, the time is the greatest opponent of all Pokemon TCG players. It stops your game plan, it ends the game, and there is never a clear winner with ties. So with that game said and done, let's go check out what else happened in round 2. And as we can see, we have all the dragons claiming victory, with Drakloak, Druddigon and Gabite taking victory. We also have Solrock, Zebstrika and Sableye taking wins in their respective matches. So with this said and done, we have a little bit of split between the types, as we now have Drakloak and Druddigon with 2 wins each, and we have Pokemontcg and Fairy type Slurpuff with 1 win each and 1 tie. So it is getting really intense, as we have now reached the halfway point of our tournament. Will it be Dragon who finishes last? Will it be the Slurpuff that actually can climb back and take victory, or will it be something like the Psychic types or Fighting types? We don't know yet, but we will know in the next video. So thank you so much for watching, and next time let's go check out, can the Dragons keep their supremacy in our first GLC tournament?